Hello everybody, my name is Noah Henson, and for this video here I will be showing off some of my best broadcasting works through my 2 years at Parkland Community College. During my 2 years there I took a lot of different broadcasting classes. In one of them I even ended up having my own show on Parkland's college radio, and I will even showcase some of my best air check demos from that show. I had a lot of fun in learning and doing broadcasting, and this video with the gameplay in the background, which may seem a little weird, but it's the most viable option for the project I need to produce. I will be showing off my best works in the broadcasting field. So without that being said, let's get right into listening to my different broadcasting works at Parkland College Radio. I hope you all enjoy.
Lights, camera, action.
Do you want to get hands-on experience in film production? Well, look no further than Parkland's film production classes. Com 144 and 145 give you tons of experience and knowledge on the production of films. Work behind the cameras, on scripts, and even work on a live TV production right here on campus. Visit parkland.edu for more information. Good night, everyone, and welcome to Noah's Night Show right here on 88.7 Parkland College Radio. Every Wednesday from 8 to 10 p.m., Noah's Night Show is coming to you live here on WPCD. We will talk about many different things on this show, including the basics of weather, news, and sports. Along with that, we'll talk about other interesting things like superheroes, video games, movies, and more. Tune in 8 to 10 p.m. every Wednesday, WPCD, to listen to Noah's Night Show. With all that being said, here's your host for tonight's show. Do you want to drink delicious cocktails while eating the best burgers in town? If so, look no further than Collective Pour, located at 340 North Neal Street, Unit 101. From 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday, Smith Burger Co. is open inside of Collective, providing the best smash burgers in town while we supply fantastic drinks at the bar. Collective Pour is open every day of the week. Open from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Tuesday through Thursday. On Fridays and Saturdays, we're open a little longer, closing at 12 a.m. Not only do we supply amazing drinks and food, there are also a wide array of different events done throughout the week. Come in on Tuesday for general trivia and Wednesday for Collective's Break the Bottle special. Get one of our 40 beers on tap, a great cocktail, or the best burgers in Champaign right here at Collective Pour. For more information, check out Collective Pour's social media pages on Facebook and Instagram. Do you want hands-on experience in broadcasting or film production? Lucky for you, right here on Parkland's campus we have many different classes that give you hands-on experience with these things. If you want to go live on WPCD Parkland College Radio, take Com 141 and 142. You'll be able to learn more about radio production and hone in on your skills as an on-air talent.
Lights, camera, action.
For film production, look no further than Com 144 and 145. In this class, you learn how to work in a live TV studio while also learning how to produce and edit film projects. When it comes to comm courses, Parkland College has the best of the best. Speak with an advisor right here on campus to learn more, or just go to parkland.edu and register for a comm class now. Welcome to WPCD Parkland College Radio. I'm your host, Noah Henson, and today I have with me Stephen Henson, the owner of Prairieland Insurance Group. During our discussion today, we will be talking about his business as well as a little bit about his life outside of work. Thank you very much for coming on today. How you doing today?
Doing wonderful. Thanks for having me.
No problem. So, going right into talking about your business, At Parkland Insurance Group, what type of insurance do you guys specialize in?
Well, we're actually a full-service insurance and financial services agency where we cover just about all lines: home, auto, business, life insurance, Medicare products. We also do financial planning for our clients. So we do different investment options, mutual funds, exchange-traded funds, annuities. Pretty much if there's a need in the insurance and financial services world, we'll probably have someone here that can help you.
Yeah, that's really cool. So is it only available for people who live in this area, or how far does your business extend to?
Well, I'm actually licensed in the entire state of Illinois, as well as probably 6 or 8 different additional states. So depending on the level of service that clients want, for people who want, a face-to-face interaction, they're probably going to be, I'd say 80% of our clients are within like a 60-mile radius. So they can come to our office and see us in person, talk to us, get to know us. But I do have several clients that have moved out of state and liked our relationship that we had, and we were able to get licensed in that state and still take care of them. It's been helped recently with technology, with things like Zoom meetings and DocuSign ways to get documents signed. I could really work with anybody anywhere in the United States pretty much, but I do have to be licensed, or someone in our office, whoever's working with that individual, has to be licensed to do business in that state. But everybody in our office is licensed in the state of Illinois.
Okay, that's really interesting. Where is the farthest you have a client? Like what state?
Well, I'd have to get out I'd have to get on a map and measure it. Probably California. Obviously, we have family and friends there, so I have clients in California, Arizona, Florida, Ohio, North Carolina. But if you looked at the farthest distance, it's probably got to be California.
Okay. What would you say makes your business different from the rest?
Well, I think it's important to work with a good, reputable firm where you have a good rapport with the people. And I think what we try to create an environment of is to kind of treat our clients like they're our friends, that they're our family. It's not just a business transaction that we're doing so that we can help them or so that we can make revenue for our company. We really develop relationships with our clients over time. I have some clients that have been with me since I started in this industry in the year 2000. I've actually had a client that was in just last week who's been with me since 2003, and she said she's watched my kids grow up. They're all of them are adults now, and they remember when we were having babies, and they were babies, and so they're almost an extended part of our family. So we take really good pride in trying to create these relationships with our clients, in addition to making sure we're providing them sound advice and sound products for their needs.
Yeah, that's awesome that you've been able to keep service with some customers like this for that long. So welcome back to WPCD Parkland College Radio. If you're just now joining us today, I am your host, Noah Henson, and with me at the moment I have Stephen Henson of Parkland Insurance Group. And we're about to switch into and segue into more talking about his personal life. So this past summer, your youngest child of yours finally moved out of the house, and you are now living on your own. How has that been?
It's definitely been an adjustment to the way the household dynamics work. We definitely have a little bit more free time, me and my wife Stacy, so that we can go out and go out to dinner or enjoy different events, whether it's professional sporting events or different festivals or different types of live music. We don't necessarily have kids at the house that we have to worry about or take care of. However, we did complicate our lives a little. Although the kids moved out a couple of years ago during COVID, we got a new puppy, Rizzo, and he obviously has to be taken care of, so we can't just be gone all the time.
Speaking of Rizzo, I know that he has a a little bit of an eating disorder that causes some problems, makes it more difficult to take care of him. Can you tell me about what that disorder is and what you have to do to deal with that and help him?
Sure, and I'll even give you a little bit of background. Sometimes these are the way things work out in life. Luckily, Stacy and I were blessed with 3 children that were healthy for, their whole lives to this point. We never really had any major complications as far as illnesses or disease or major accidents or anything, so we were really fortunate for that. And never really had a dog in our adult lives, so we get this puppy, and within the first 2 or 3 weeks of his life, we noticed he kept vomiting his food out and wasn't able to keep any food down. And fortunately, we live in a university community where they have a university hospital and a vet clinic where they were able to diagnose him with a fairly rare condition called megaesophagus. And what happens is his esophagus is enlarged, which creates a stricture at the bottom of his esophagus, and it allows food to pool up in his esophagus. And one of a couple things that can happen. Number one, he doesn't get any nutrition or nourishment, and he could eventually starve to death and die. And so the other thing that can happen, which is actually probably a bigger risk, is that that food pools up in his esophagus, and then he could actually end up breathing it in, which creates aspiration pneumonia and could kill him really quickly. So we get this new puppy, and we're like, we never had any issues with our kids, and now we kind of have a special needs dog. And unfortunately, a lot of people that have dogs with this condition sometimes actually end up euthanizing the animals. But we made a decision we were going to do whatever we can to keep them going. Fortunately, this disease is more common in really large dogs like Great Danes, German Shepherds, and Rizzo's only a 15-pound Shih Tzu poodle. So really the only treatment they have for it is we have to take wet dog food, cut it up into meatballs, feed it to him manually, and then after he eats, we have to hold him upright for 15 minutes to let gravity take the food down to his stomach and other areas, and we have to do this twice a day. So he's not just your normal puppy, but we've figured out a way to manage it, and he's a little over 3 years old now, and he's actually thriving. It's kind of funny because we have some family members that have some of his litter mates that don't have the condition, and we make a joke that we have the dog with an eating problem, but he's actually the largest of all 3 of them. So I guess we're doing something right. Well, at least we hope so.
Uh-huh. And I know whenever you first found out about the disease that you were trying to figure out how to combat it, and you found out about these Bailey chairs, which they make for bigger dogs with this disorder, where they literally hold them up when they're eating and after they're eating. And I was wondering as to why you decided not to go for one of those for your dog.
So we looked at that, and we always intended we were going to get a Bailey chair. They're basically like a high chair for a dog, where they literally sit upright and eat their food and then just hang out there for a while, which is actually necessary if a dog is, 100 pounds or 150 pounds, because you're not holding that type of dog up.
Yeah, you can't hold that up.
So we were going to get one, but number one, there's a company out west that manufactures them, and it takes time to just get them. There's an expense to it. And they also give you a kit where you could build your own, and I explored that, but we ended up he was little enough, and we found a way where we could just sit on the couch and hold him, and it's really taken another, 15 minutes twice a day out of our life, and we kept saying we were going to get one, but it kept just working by us doing it the way we're doing it, and we just stayed that way.
Yeah, and I've helped with holding him up a couple times. It's makes it better that he's so cuddly whenever you're doing it, and that it's like a time to spend with the dog.
It's definitely a time to get some loving on the puppy. My wife certainly likes it. It's one of her favorite things to do when we have the time, but sometimes it is a time constraint.
For sure. Well, that's all the time we have today. We were going to talk a little bit about your 2 different boats, but we ran out of time. So thank you so much for coming on the show. Once again, With me, I have Stephen Henson, the owner of Prairieland Insurance Group. During this interview, we talked about his business and his dog Rizzo here on WPCD Parkland College Radio. Thank you all for tuning in, and thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Signing out as your host, Noah Henson. Welcome to WPCD Parkland College Radio. That last song you just listened to was Blame by The Maine. I will be your DJ for the next 2 hours. The name is Noah Henson, and I'll get you right back into the hot music with I Write Sins, Not Tragedies by Panic at the Disco. You were just listening to Wake Me Up When September Ends by Green Day. And as I stated last time, I will now talk to you more about some Chicago sports news, now talking about the Bears. The Bears, same as the Bulls, are not doing the best this season, with the lowest record in the NFC East at 3-8. However, tonight they are playing again against a team that's in their conference, is number 2 in the NFC, is ranked number 2 in the NFC North, the Minnesota Vikings, who are 6-5. So the Bears will be playing the Vikings tonight at 7:15 p.m., and hopefully they can improve their record to 4-8 instead of to 3-9. That's all I got for you for Chicago sports news. I will get you right back into the alternative music with Electric Blue by Allison Goldfrapp. You are listening to WPCD, where we discover alternative music. That last song you just listened to was Blow Up the Outside World by Soundgarden. In the last 2 segments, I talked to you all about Chicago sports. I'd like to go back into that. We already talked about the Bears and the Cubs. Now it's time to talk about the Chicago Bulls. And when looking at the Chicago Bulls, there is not much luck for a Chicago sports fan still. They are the second worst team in the Eastern Conference with a record of 2-5. During the in-season tournament, which started last week, the Bulls lost their first game in the in-season tournament to the Brooklyn Nets. The score was 109 to 107. And then this Saturday, they lost to the Denver Nuggets after they completely collapsed in the third quarter. I was watching bits and pieces of the game, and I saw that the Bulls were up by a couple points at halftime. I think it was like 53 to 51. And then at the end of the third quarter, they were almost down by 20. So they just completely fell apart in the third. Besides that, they were honestly playing pretty good before that. But that's all I got for you for the Chicago Bulls and for your Chicago sports update. I will get all of you guys right back into some good music with Honey by Hello Lucky. That last song you were listening to was Favorite Days by Neon Trees. And if I have any Parkland College students listening at the moment, it is about time to start enrolling for spring 2024 classes, beginning on Monday, January 8th, 2024. A little opportunity that Parkland has available for us is Enrollment Express, which is available each Wednesday through December 13th, except for November 22nd, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Student can visit the admissions and records table, records welcome table in the Student Union, which is the U-Wing, for help. For more information on Enrollment Express, please visit parkland.edu/register. Contact admissions and records at 217-351-2482 or email admissions@parkland.edu. This will make it a lot easier for a lot of students to enroll in their classes for the spring semester. But I will get you guys right back into the music with Are You Gonna Be My Girl by Jet. You were just listening to Idiot by Normie. All right, here on WPCD, Parkland College Radio. And I have a quick little weather forecast for you guys from Chambana weather meteorologist Andrew Pritchard. Looking at today, it will be mostly sunny with a high of 32 degrees. And then later tonight, it is clear skies with a low of 15 degrees. It's going to get pretty cold today at the end of the night. And then looking forward to tomorrow, it will be sunny with a high of 28 degrees. And tomorrow night being clear skies with a low of 20 degrees. So the lowest tomorrow will be a little warmer than today, but it will still be pretty cold. That's all I got for you for our WPCD weather forecast. And I will turn on the alternative music up next with I Had It Wrong by Tarek. Right here on WPCD Parkland College Radio, that last song was Beyond by Corey Taylor. In the last segment, I was talking about Spider-Man 2. I'll continue talking about it and giving you my review of it. Last time I told you guys about the performance of the game and what I thought of it. Now I will talk about the gameplay for the game and what I thought of it. When it comes to the gameplay, I thought it was amazing. I loved every second of it. The ability to switch between the two Spider-Man whenever you want, that was super cool. The new fighting techniques for both Miles and Peter were all done so well and are so fun to play as. The new traversal, I think, in my opinion, the traversal in this game is the best traversal in any open world game of all time. Kind of a hot take, but that's my opinion. All in all, I think the gameplay was absolutely phenomenal. And if you're looking for a game where you want to feel like Spider-Man or just have fun playing as Spider-Man, this is the game for you. The gameplay is amazing in every aspect to me. But with that being said, let's move right back into our alternative music. That last song you just heard was Easier to Run by Georgia Gets By. I've been your DJ for the last 2 hours. This is Noah Henson signing off, but stay tuned for a special guest hosting the Veteran Show. I will get you right back into the hot music with Young in America by Barnes Courtney.
Suspense. Tonight, WPCD brings you a story by Dashiell Hammett, one of the America's knowledge master of the art of suspense. Suspense is compounded by a mystery and unique and dispersonal adventure. In this series, we start calculated and irrigate you the star for stereo, heroes for other precarious situation, and then without the emotion until less possible moment. We start that which this is tale with shall let you go in suspense. Two Sharp Nights by Dashiell Hammett. Shortly after 2 a.m., a poker game had just been broken up. The Ben Kingsley served the doctor corner of Danwood City. Scott Anderson, Danwood's chief of police, and Wally Insane, his assistant, were standing outside.
Where are we heading for, Scott?
Let's walk across the street, Wally. Railroad station.
Gee, aren't you afraid of the excitement, Chief? Don't you think that watching the 211 come in is apt to be too much for your blood pressure?
Well, if it is, Wally, you can always carry on. You've been a pretty good imitation of an assistant for me for some time now.
Yeah?
Yeah, if anything happens to me, you'd be the chief. Don't worry, it won't be any harder for you to fool the public as chief. Oh, hi, Elmer.
Howdy, Scott. Hello, Wally. Kinda late for you boys to be around, ain't it?
No, I don't know. We sort of figured we'd put the town to bed tonight. How's the 211? On time?
Right on the nose. She ought to be blowing through the bend in just about 3 seconds now. Yep, what'd I tell you? That's her now. Expecting anyone on her, Scott?
No, Elmer, I'm not expecting anyone. Wally and I just thought we'd come over and watch it come in. That's all.
You know, Elmer, you never can tell who might get off, though. Dick Thurpin, Henry Morgan, Jesse James, Jack the Ripper, 6 officers of Murder Incorporated, or even your Aunt Gussie.
I guess you're right, Wally. Well, here she be. Pardon me, gents, but I gotta be rolling the wagon out to the baggage car.
Deerwood! Deerwood! Hi, Elmer. How's it going?
Can't complain, Cap.
Well, maybe you can't, Elmer, but I sure can. If you hold us up with that freight there, you got much more?
Nope, this is the last piece now. There you are, Cap. All done.
Okay, see you tomorrow, Elmer. Board! Board!
Hey, Scott, do you see what I see?
Do I see that man that just got off that train? The answer is yes.
Well, he's a ringer for the guy we got a picture of.
That is the guy.
Well, then, what do we do now?
We take him, Wally. My car's at the corner of the alley.
Oh, but Scott.
We tail him up the street.
Okay, Scott, here he goes now, over towards the next taxi stand.
Come on, let's follow him. Hello, Furman.
Huh? Oh, I don't believe I...
You're Lester Furman, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Philadelphia?
Yes.
I'm Scott Anderson, Chief of Police.
What? Chief of... What's happening to her?
Happened to who?
Oh. Oh, no you don't. Let me go. If you think you can pull that sort of stuff with me, you are very much mistaken, mister.
Now hold on.
Okay, Scott, let me have a crack at the mug.
Now.
Wait a minute!
Hold it, Wally. Well, Furman?
Well, I'm sorry. For a moment there, I thought you weren't really a policeman.
Well, thanks. Nice to know I look almost human.
Yes, it was silly of me. I'm sorry.
Well, let's get going now before anything else happens. Okay, Furman? Get in the car. I'll drive, Scott.
In you go.
Are you taking me to police headquarters?
That's right.
What for?
Philadelphia.
I don't think I understand.
You understand that you're wanted in Philadelphia for murder, don't you?
Murder? Well, that's ridiculous. Who told you that?
Well, it's a cinch you didn't make it up.
Wait, there must be some mistake.
Take it easy now. Just wait till we get down to headquarters, and I'll show you what I mean.
Now then, here's the circular on Lester Furman. It was sent out by the Trans-American Detective Agency in Philadelphia. Take a look at it.
Oh, yes. $1,500 for the arrest and conviction of Lester Furman, alias Lloyd Fields, alias DJ Carpenter, for the murder of Paul Frank Dunlap in Philadelphia on December 8th, 1942.
Well?
It's a lie.
You're Furman, aren't you?
Yeah, but...
That's your picture on the circular, isn't it?
Yes, but...
Well, Scott, I see you and Wally got Furman, huh?
Oh, hello, George.
All you lucky stiffs. Now you two split $1.50 reward. Never seen nothing like it. You know, if it ain't vacations in New York at the city's expense, it's a reward, though.
George, someday, if you don't remember, you're the jailer around here, and not the DA.
Huh?
You're going to be wearing your teeth on the outside of your lips, and I'll be the guy who will arrange them, and that way. Savvy?
Aw, just 'cause you got a guy who's in Philadelphia.
It's a lie! A lie! It's a frame-up. You can't prove anything. There's nothing to prove. I never killed anybody. I won't be framed. I won't.
Take it easy, Furman. Take it easy. You're wasting your breath on us. Save it for the Philadelphia police. We're just holding you for them.
But it's not the police. It's the Trans-American Detective.
We turned you over to the Philadelphia police.
Mr. Anderson, well, then there's nothing I can do now, is there?
There's nothing any of us can do till morning. We'll have to search you now. Then we won't bother you anymore till they come for you.
But
Wally, you look through his bag. I'll see what he's got in his pockets.
Okay, Scott.
Well, all he's got on him are some business cards, a few letters, $160, a book of checks in a Philadelphia bank, and a few odds and ends. What's with the bag, Wally?
Not much. A couple of change of clothes, some toilet articles, and oh, here's a 38 loaded. Pretty little thing, isn't it?
Okay, put those things in what I got in the vault. All right, George, you can take Furman now and lock him up.
this is the most ridiculous thing.
Come on along, darling. Come on. We ain't had nobody in our little hooscow for 3 days running. There you are. Now you have it all to yourself, just like a suite at the Ritz.
But I
Go on, in you go.
tell you, you're making a mistake. I demand to be allowed to get in touch with my lawyer.
Hey, how about you boys cutting me on a little bit of that blood money, huh?
Oh, sure, George, sure. I'll forget all about that 2.5 you've been owed me 3 months.
Make Furman as comfortable as you can, George. Take good care of him.
He's valuable, huh? Yeah, now if it were some bum, that didn't mean a nickel to you.
George, any day now I'm going to forget that your uncle is county chairman and throw you back in the gutter just to see how high you'll bounce. Remember that.
Oh, Scott, I didn't mean nothing.
That's all, George. Never mind the rest. I'm going home now. If anything's urgent, I can be reached there. But get this, I don't want to be disturbed. Unless it is urgent. Hello? Hello?
Scott, this is Wally.
Yeah, Wally, what time is it?
It's 5 after 6 in the morning, and you better come right down, Scott. That fella Furman's hung himself.
What? Furman hung himself?
Yep, by his belt, from a window bar. Deader than a mackerel.
I'll be right in, Wally. Phone Doc Hamsley and tell him I'll pick him up on my way down.
No doctor's gonna do Furman any good, Scott.
Well, it won't hurt to have him looked at. You better phone the county court at Douglasville, too, and file a routine report.
Already did that, and what's more, hold on to your seat. The DA's on his way over, in person.
The DA?
Yeah.
I'll be right there before you hang up, Wally.
Come on in, Chief. Ted Carroll, the DA, is in here, and he's plenty hot under the collar.
What's he burning about?
Oh, he's just mad. Running up quite a phone bill on us, too. Been calling Philadelphia every couple of minutes since he got here. What kept you so long?
Oh, I couldn't get my car started. Well, let's go in and see the old buzzard. Hello, Ted.
Listen, Scott, what is all this?
What?
There's some funny business going on here.
What's funny about it? Man hangs himself, just another case of suicide.
Sure, it was suicide, but I just telephoned Transamerica and dug a guy out of bed there, and he said they never sent out any circulars on Furman, didn't know about any murder he was wanted for. All they could tell me about him was that he used to be a client of theirs.
I don't know what to say, Ted.
I don't know either. Oh, a fine police chief you are. What on earth kept you so long?
Car stalled. Came as quick as I could. What makes you so crabby, Ted?
Nothing. I guess it's just the district attorney in me.
Oh, now, come, gentlemen. Nobody knowed you two were staunch admirers of each other.
Okay, Wally. Tell me, what did you make of it?
Well, there's plenty wrong, Scott. First, the Transamerica thing. They never sent out any circulars about Furman, and now, get this, I talked to the Philly police just before you came in, and there wasn't even any Paul Frank Dunlap murdered.
There wasn't?
No. What did you get out of Furman before you let him hang himself?
That he was innocent?
Oh my gosh. Didn't you grill him? Didn't you find out what he was doing in town? Wally, didn't you?
What for? He admitted he was Furman. The description fitted him. The photograph was him. The Trans-American Detective Agency is supposed to be on level, ain't it? Philadelphia wanted Furman.
But Scott.
Why, sure, Ted. If I'd known he was going to hang himself. Yeah, but then if your aunt wore pants, she'd be your uncle. You said Furman had been a client of Transamerica. They tell you what the job they did for him was.
His wife left him a couple years ago, and he had them hunting for her for 5 or 6 months, but they never found her. They're sending a man up here tonight to look things over.
They are, huh?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going out to grab a quick bite, but I might as well tell you, Scott, there's going to be trouble over this.
I know that, Ted. There usually is when somebody dies in a jail cell.
Well, so what's become of that 1,500 fish now, huh, Scott?
George, what the hell happened here last night?
Furman hung himself.
Did you find him?
Wally took a look in here and saw how things were before they went off duty, and he found him.
You were asleep, I suppose?
Well, I was catching a nap, I guess, but I always wake up when the phone rings or anything.
Oh, sure.
Well, suppose I've been awake. You can't hear a guy hanging himself, can you?
Did Doc Camsley say how long Furman had been dead?
He done it about 5 o'clock. He said he guessed. Oh, do you want to look at the remains, Scott? They're over at Fritz's Undertaking Parlor.
Not now.
Hey, speaking of Furman, what are you going to tell the guys from Transamerica when they show up here tonight?
Come in, come in.
Oh, they told me I'd find you here. You're Chief Anderson, aren't you?
Yes, that's right.
I'm Carl Risen, Assistant Manager of Trans-American Detective Agency in Philadelphia. This is Mr. Wheelock, who was Lester Furman's personal attorney.
Glad to know you, Mr. Rising. How do you do, Mr. Wheelock?
How do you do?
I know you gentlemen are already in possession of most of the details concerning Mr. Furman from the time he arrived in Deerwood until the time of his death. But perhaps you don't know that the police of most towns in our corner of the state have also received copies of the same reward circular. Take a look at it.
Oh, I must say, this is excellent forgery.
You sure it's a forgery, Mr. Rising?
Oh, yes, there's no doubt about it, but it's an excellent forgery.
Tell me, Mr. Wheelock, was Mr. Furman a native Philadelphian?
Oh my, yes. He was a well-known, respectable, and prosperous citizen of Philadelphia.
Married, I believe.
In 1934, he married a 22-year-old girl named Ethel Bryan, daughter of a Philadelphia family.
And the Furmans had a child. Isn't that right, Mr. Wheelock?
Yes, born in 1936, but the child only lived a few months. Mr. Furman's wife disappeared after the child's death.
What year was it that she disappeared?
Mr. Rising should remember that. His agency worked on the matter.
Oh, I remember it well. Mrs. Furman disappeared in 1937. We never heard anything of her again, although Furman spent a lot of money trying to locate her.
What did she look like, Mr. Rising?
Just a moment. I have a picture of her right here in my briefcase. Here it is. Quite pretty, isn't she?
If you care for that type.
I see what you mean, Mr. Wheelock. She's attractive at that. Judging by this photo, I'd say she was a small-featured, pretty blonde with a weak mouth and large, somewhat staring eyes.
Oh, that's an accurate enough description, all right.
If you don't mind, I'd like to have a copy made of that photograph, Mr. Rising.
Oh, you can keep that one if you like. It's one that we made up at Transamerica. Her description's on the back.
Thanks. Did Mr. Furman ever divorce her?
No, sir. He was a lot in love with her, and he seemed to think that the child's dying made her a little screwy so that she didn't know what she was doing. That's right, isn't it, Mr. Wheelock?
That is my belief, Mr. Rising.
You said Furman had money. Mr. Wheelock, about how much did he have, and who gets it?
I should say his estate will amount to perhaps $500,000, left in its entirety to his wife.
That's quite a handy sum for anyone to have. I'd say, Mr. Wheelock, everything shows that somebody framed Mr. Furman into the Deerwood jail, and that frame-up drove him to suicide. But there has to be something else. A lot else.
Well then, what are you gonna do?
I'm going across the street to the undertaking parlor and have a look at Furman. I'll see you later. Hello, Doc.
Hi, Scott. I figured you'd come over here to the Undertaker's pretty soon.
What's on your mind, Doc?
Let's get out of this crowd. I want to tell you something.
I just got rid of 2 guys in my office. Let's go back there.
Suits me. Two of those bruises showed, Scott.
What bruises?
Furman, up under the hair. There were 2 bruises.
Why didn't you tell me?
I'm telling you now, Scott. You weren't here when I made my examination. This is the first time I've seen you since then.
Why didn't you spill the stuff about Furman's bruises when you were testifying at the inquest then?
I'm a friend of yours. I didn't want to put you in a spot where people can say you drove this chap to suicide by 3rd degreeing him too rough.
Ah, you're nuts. How bad was Furman's head?
Well, Scott, that didn't kill him, if that's what you mean. There's nothing the matter with his skull. Just a couple of bruises nobody'd notice unless they parted the hair. I thought you'd ought to know, though.
Well, thanks, Ben. Yes, who is it?
This is Fritz, the Undertaker. Listen, Scott, there's a couple of ladies over here that want to take a look at Furman. Is that all right?
Who are they?
I don't know them. Strangers.
What do they want to see him for?
I don't know. Wait a minute.
Can't I please see him?
Why do you want to see him?
Well, I'm his wife.
Furman's wife?
Yes.
Certainly. He be right over there. So long, Ben. I gotta go back to the Undertaker's.
So long, Scott.
Hey, Scott.
What do you want, Wally?
I want to talk to you a minute. Over here, where we won't be seen.
Okay, what is it?
A couple of dames came into Fritz's undertaking place just as I was leaving. One of them's Hatcha Randall, a babe with a record as long as your arm. She's one of that mob you had me working on in New York last summer.
She know you?
Sure, but not by my right name. She thinks I'm a Detroit rum runner.
I mean, did she recognize you just now?
I don't think she saw me. Anyway, she didn't give me a tumble.
You don't know the other one?
Nah, she's a blonde, kind of pretty.
Okay, Wally, stick around a while, but stay out of sight. Maybe I'll be bringing these dolls back with me.
Whatever you say, Chief.
Oh, there you are, Scott. I wondered when you were coming. This is Mrs. Furman, and this is Mrs. Crowder.
How do you do? Hiya, Chief.
They just saw the body.
Mrs. Crowder, I thought your name was Randall.
What do you care, Chief? I'm not hurting your town any.
Don't call me Chief. To you, city slickers, I'm the town whittler.
Thank you for letting me see him.
It's all right, Mrs. Furman, but I'll have to ask you and your friends some questions. So if you'll just come across the street to headquarters, we can get it on with the routine. I want to tell you something. Mrs. Furman, your husband didn't commit suicide. He was murdered.
Murdered?
Aw, Chief, we've got alibis. We were in New York, and we can prove it.
And you're likely to get a chance to. What brought you down here anyway?
Murdered.
Well, who's got a better right to come down here? She was still his wife, wasn't she? She's got a right to look out for her own interests, hasn't she?
Uh-huh. That reminds me of something. Excuse me a second. I've got to make a phone call in the next room.
Officer Hamill speaking.
This is Scott.
Yes?
Is Wally around?
No, he's not here. He said you told him to keep out of sight. I'll find him for you, though.
Right. Tell Wally to go to New York tonight. Send Mason home to get some sleep. He'll have to take over Wally's night trick.
Okay.
Mr. Anderson, do you think I had anything to do with with his death?
I don't know, Mrs. Furman. I know he was killed. I also know he left you something like $500,000.
Wow, dollars?
Dollars.
All right, Chief. Let's stop clowning. The kid here didn't have a thing to do with whatever you think happened.
No?
No. We read about Lester Furman committing suicide in yesterday's morning paper, and about there being something funny about it, and I persuaded her she ought to come down to see.
Mr. Anderson, I wouldn't have done anything to hurt Lester. I left him because I wanted to leave him. I wouldn't have done anything to hurt him for money or anything else. Had I wanted money from him, I would only have had to ask him for it.
That's the truth, Chief. For years I've been telling Ethel she was a chump not to tap him, but she never would.
I wouldn't have hurt him.
Why did you leave him then?
Oh, I don't know how to say it. The way we lived wasn't the way I wanted to live. I wanted... Oh, I don't know what. Anyway, after the baby died, I couldn't stand it anymore.
Excuse me. Hello? Oh yeah, Hamill?
Yeah.
You gave Wally the message?
Yep.
Yes. I want Wally to go to New York tonight.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
Where is Wally?
Home.
Home?
Yep.
Wally's home? Okay, thanks.
Bye.
Mrs. Furman, the circular that got your husband into jail, did you ever see that picture before?
No. Why, that's... Oh, it can't be. It's a snapshot I had. It's an enlargement of it.
Who else has one?
Nobody that I know of. I don't think anyone else could have one.
You still got yours?
Yes. Don't remember whether I've seen it recently. It's with some old papers and things, but I must have it.
Well, Mrs. Furman, it's stuff like that's got to be checked up. Neither of us can dodge it. Now, there's two ways we can play it.
Yes?
Mrs. Furman, I can hold you here on suspicion till I've had time to investigate things. Or I can send one of our men with you to check up in New York.
Yes.
I'm willing to do that if you'll speed things up by helping him all you can. If you can promise that you won't try any tricks.
I promise. I'm as anxious as you are to...
All right. How'd you come down?
We drove down. We got a great big car. That's my car, see? That big green job across the street. Yeah.
Then my man can ride back with you. But no funny business.
Aw, don't worry, Chief.
Come on, we're going to see Wally Shane, the person who's going to drive to New York with you. Wally?
Who is it?
Scott, Wally.
Come in.
Ladies first.
Harry? Harry?
Ethel?
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you's reaching for that gun, Wally. I've already got you covered.
I guess you win, Scott.
Yeah, I guess I do. Come along back to headquarters with me, Wally. You're under arrest for murder.
Well, and that's how I knew it was all up, Scott, the minute I saw those two dames going into Fritz. Then, I was ducking out of sight, I ran into you, and I was afraid you'd take me over there with you. So I had to tell you one of them knew me. Figuring you'd want to keep me undercover for a little while anyhow. Long enough for me to get out of town.
Why didn't you get out, Wally?
Well, I drop in home to pick up a couple of things before I scram, and that phone call at Hamill's catches me, and I fall for it. You see, Scott, I figured you're not onto me yet and are gonna send me back to New York to see what dope I can get out of the dames. Well, you fooled me, brother.
Kinda thought you'd fall for that.
Then you didn't just stumble into all of this accidentally, did you?
No, I didn't, Wally. I figured Furman had to be murdered by a copper. Only a copper would know or reward circulars well enough to make a good job for forging one. Incidentally, who printed that Furman circular for you, Wally?
I'm not dragging anybody in with me. It was only a poor mug that needed dough.
Okay, Wally. You see, I knew only a copper would be sure enough of the routine to know how things would be handled. Only one of my coppers would be able to walk into Furman's cell, bang him across the head, and string him up on those bruises showed. You know, Wally?
They did? I guess I should have wrapped 2 towels around that blackjack. Well, gee, Scott, I seem to have slipped up on a lot of things.
So that narrows it down to my coppers, and, well, you told me you knew the Randall woman. There it was. Only I figured you were working with them. What got you like this, Wally?
Same thing that gets most saps into jams. A yen for easy dough. I was in New York, see, Scott, working that Dutton job for you, palling around with big shot racketeers, passing for one of them, and...
Yes?
Well, I got to figuring that my work takes more brains than theirs, and they're taking in big money, and I'm working for coffee and cakes. That kind of stuff gets you, Scott. Anyway, it got me.
Mm-hmm.
Then I ran into this Ethel Furman, and she goes for me like a house fire. I liked her too, see? So that's dandy. But then one night she tells me about how much dough her husband got and how she feels about her, and I get to thinking.
Thinking what?
So I get to thinking, suppose he dies and left her his role.
Mm-hmm. I see.
So I run down to Philly for a couple afternoons and look Furman up, and everything looks fine. I took my time working the details, meanwhile writing to her through a fellow in Detroit.
Go on. Finish.
Well, I decided to do it. I sent those circulars out to a lot of places, not wanting to point too much on this one. And then when I was ready, I phoned Furman, telling him to come to Delwood Hotel that night. And sometime before the next night, he'd hear from his wife Ethel. I knew he'd fall for any trap that was baited with her. Only I guessed I'm not as sharp as I thought I was, Scott.
Maybe you are, Wally. Maybe you are. But that doesn't always help. Old man Camsley, Ben's father, used to have a saying. To a sharp knife comes a tough steak. Well, sorry you did it, Wally. I always liked you.
I know you did, Scott. I was counting on that.
And so ends Dashiell Hammett's 2 Sharp Knives. Tonight's story of suspense. This has been a WPCD production.